About 3 months ago, I had a dream. I wanted to stop playing the drums and focus on playing the bass, like my heroes. Now, it took a little while to adjust his fingers to move in a delicate way to hit all those notes. But I have come a long way since then, and I want to continue in the future. So what about you? What are your hopes for the future? Maybe you hope for some big technological advancement that will shake the world forever. Maybe you hope for the end of climate change, or flying cars like in Back to the Future, or space travel like Elon Musk has promised. But there is something very similar about that, and that it involves human intelligence. By nature, humans have always been very curious and have always looked for answers, and that curiosity has led to many achievements in our lives. Curiosity helped Isaac Newton discover gravity. Curiosity helped Christopher Columbus sail all across the ocean to discover America. Curiosity is the rover we sent on Mars to discover if there was once life on that planet. But there is something we often forget, something that has been with us for years and years and has ripped cultures apart, and that is our ineffectiveness to accept people as who they are. As humans, we should not only hope for technological advancements, but also for equality and justice for all. Now, to be very clear, I am not the only one to hope for equality and justice. There have been many people, some famous and some not, who have devoted their entire lives to make the world a better place. A world where the barriers between rich people and poor people is almost invisible. A world where people with different beliefs of different cultures can share the same city or even the same crosswalk. There are many who try, but there are few who are recognized. Sometimes the same people who idolize Martin Luther King may despise all those Black Lives Matter movement. Sometimes the people who love Michael Jackson may hate the black culture that is happening today. Now, we all know what is the I Have a Dream speech that was made by Martin Luther King. But do we really know what he talked about? Ask almost anybody and they'll know what the speech is, but not what he says. And that's what the speech is after all. In the speech, he clearly showed the inequalities that African American people suffered back then, even 100 years after Abraham Lincoln signed the decree that liberated all slaves. He talked about the dream he had, where his kids could live in peace, knowing that they will not be judged by their color. But 60 years later, his dream is not true. There are still minorities who are taken out of his world. There are still many differences between the black people and the white people. Now, this is not in vain, because there are many examples of solidarity people. One great example is the Live Aid concerts. Now, many of you remember it because of the incredible performance that Queen gave on that show. But let's not forget the impact it had on society. On that night, on that day, they raised $100 million for charity to help poor countries in Africa sustain themselves. This shows how many people care about all of us. It shows that we only care about our people in our countries, but we also care for all the people in the world. So, what are my hopes for the future? After showing you all this work that many groups can do, or in some cases, one person can do. My hope is that one day, someday, people from different races can coexist together. I hope that one day, all the world is one love and one life. Thank you.